So the S&P 500 once again hit new all-time highs, but when we take a look at ticker symbol RSP, which is also the S&P 500 but equally weighted, we see that it's pretty close to new all-time highs as well, which is pretty notable because when we take a look at ticker symbol RSP, what it shows us is that it's not just the big tech names that's holding up the market, it's the overall market since it's equally weighted across all the names within the S&P 500. All the constituents are pretty much bullish, which suggests that this bull run that we're seeing for the S&P 500 has some strength and more room to run. In fact, we're actually closed just slightly above the highs that we saw from back in November of 2024. So a lot of strength in the market, but the main question on everyone's mind is, of course, Nvidia. See, Nvidia just recently had its earnings, and many are skeptical of the growth for AI, and they're actually calling this the top. Now, we know that Nvidia is pretty much the face, right? The number one player in AI, as they play a crucial part in the AI space. However, many are calling it the top. But in this video, I want to go ahead and show a couple of reasons why I believe that AI is still the main play, and you don't want to miss out on this opportunity. Now, I want to quickly just play this video here from fund manager Tom Lee.
You know, for instance, if we take AI as a thought and we, let's say, overlay something like the exponential growth of the wireless industry, that was a 20-year period when the number of users went from 37 million subscribers to 7 billion. We don't have 7 billion ChatGPT users, and we don't have 7 billion robots. So I think if not yet, that's right. And so if someone's trying to ring the bell at the top for AI, they're underestimating how quickly penetration grows. We're probably in the first quarter or first third of that cycle for AI.
Now, just a friendly reminder, if you can, just make sure to hit that like button, as it really does help out with the YouTube algorithm. I often forget to ask. I know I'm horrible at doing this YouTube stuff, but if you can, just make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Now, on top of the bullish momentum that we're seeing for the market, I just want to quickly highlight that when we take a look at the National Association of Active Investment Manager weekly report, we see that a lot of smart money, right, is still participating significantly in the market, which shows that smart money is still playing the game right now. Ideally, you want to buy also when everyone is pessimistic, right? So kind of like what we saw just a few months ago. But still, what this suggests, right, that's just a contrarian view, but what this suggests is that, look, smart money still believes the bull run is here to stay. Now, just yesterday, I shared a new trade idea for those that are insiders within Pusher Profit Research, which is ticker symbol CLS. And when we take a look at the results, just today alone, it was up 5%, which is also another major player in the AI space that's pretty much slept on. Now, if you really want to get access to the trade ideas that I share, as well as my daily market briefings, so you don't miss out on any opportunities, make sure to check out the links in the description below, because one of the links is going to be a link to join the Push and Profit Insider Research Group for just $7.60 a month. You could cancel at any time for the first 2 months for $7.60. So make sure to check that out. Just a quick plug. But I want to go ahead and highlight this video that we just saw from the CEO of Nvidia and why he believes the AI space is honestly just in the beginning.
Productivity's gone through the roof. And so OpenAI, as you know, had $1 billion month. It's incredible growth. If you look at the AI native companies, last year they did $2 billion altogether. The first year of AI revenues. The second year of AI revenues, $20 billion. Tenfold increase in 1 year. And that's just the tip of the iceberg. I see AI opportunities, obviously, across all of the clouds and enterprise and industrial applications and robotics and self-driving cars. Just digital biology and drug discovery. We just see that just AI is just deploying everywhere.
Now, JP Morgan also just released a report today, and they talked about 5 main things to pay attention to, but I want to highlight specifically number 3, where they say AI CapEx supercycle still on, power is the bottleneck, and what they're essentially saying is that AI is still the move. They said even as some doubted whether hyperscalers would stick to their capex plans, they've raised their spending expectations, keeping data center buildouts and AI spend front and center. Microsoft flagged a $30 billion capex this quarter and has telegraphed $80 billion for fiscal year 2025. Alphabet, Google lifted its 2025 capex plans to $85 billion. Meta raised its 2025 capex plan to $66 to $72 billion. And Amazon indicated a full year spend around, look at this, $118 billion at its current run rate, right? And so JP Morgan, they expect that capex will increase 80% year over year as AI builds accelerate. So pretty freaking bullish from the people over at JP Morgan. Now, just because JP Morgan said this doesn't mean that it's likely to happen, but this is just the data that they're sharing. Now, if you want to get access to, just information like this, I often constantly share reports like this for those that are insiders at Push and Profit Research, and we kind of just dissect these reports. So make sure, again, to check out the links in the description below to, really take advantage of that coupon sale, right, for Labor Day. It expires on Tuesday. But before you guys go, make sure to check out this video right over here where I talk about what are some things that you want to be mindful of in regards to trading.